So we're gonna come into kind of a lunge position here, but we'll have the front leg straight, and we're gonna place our toe either pointed or flexed behind us, depending on how much balance support you need. We're gonna tilt our body forward, bend our knees slightly, and touch our fingers to either side of our toe. Then we're gonna come back up, straighten the bottom leg all the way, and we're gonna repeat that for 30 seconds on this leg. If this is too easy for you, what you can do is lift the back leg up or come onto the toe and repeat the same exercise with the leg floating in the air. Good. Let's switch to the other side. So starting with the front leg straight, back leg pointed or flexed on the ground. Lean forward, bend that knee, hands to either side of your toes, and then come all the way up to standing into a nice straight knee, and repeat for 30 seconds. Good, and then just come back to center. So we're gonna do a variation on leg swings, so you can use a wall or a pole for balance. The leg's gonna kick forward, and then we're gonna swing it back straight. So it comes forward bent, goes back straight, and we're gonna repeat that for 30 seconds. And just let it be a natural kind of swinging motion. Good. Let's switch to the other side. So setting up your balance support, leg kicks forward bent, goes back straight. Repeat that for 30 seconds. And remember to keep breathing throughout all our exercises. Good. Switch sides again. Now we're gonna do across the body. So we're gonna go across the body with a bent knee and open with a straight leg. We're gonna repeat that for 30 seconds. Good. Last one, other side. So across the body with the bent leg and open with a straight for 30 seconds. Good, and then back to center. So we're gonna step out with one leg, bend that leg, shoot your bum back, bring your hands to either side of the foot, touch the ground, come back up to center, and we're gonna repeat that for 30 seconds on the same leg. Remember to bend from the hips and shoot the bum back each time. And you can use your core here for a little bit of extra balance support and to keep your back protected. Good, now we'll switch over to the other side. So step out, bend the knee, lean forward from the hips, tap the mat, and back to center for 30 seconds. Remember to use that core to protect the back and keep breathing. Good, and rest there. So we're gonna start by lunging forward with one leg, keeping both knees bent. We're gonna rotate towards the front leg and then step back, alternating sides. So lunge, rotate towards the front leg. And we're gonna do that for 45 seconds. Good, and rest there, and back to standing. So for this one, you're gonna be against a wall. You're gonna start by placing your toes against the wall, keep your heel glued to the ground, bend your knee, and see if it can touch the wall. If it does, slide your foot back to a point where the knee doesn't reach, keeping that heel on the ground, and we're gonna repeat that for 30 seconds. If during the exercise your knee ends up touching the wall, just slide the foot back a little further and keep going. Good. Now we'll switch to the other side. So starting with the toe on the wall, bend the knee. If it touches, slide back to an area where the knee doesn't touch the wall, keeping the heel on the ground, repeating for 30 seconds. And again, if the knee does end up touching as we increase the mobility, you can just slide the foot back and keep going. Good. Rest there and just come back to standing. So we're gonna step at the edge of our mats. We're gonna roll down, crawl forward to a downward dog position. And then we're gonna shoot our weight forward into a plank position and then back to the downward dog. Hold here for a few seconds. Feel that stretch. And then back to our plank and then back to downward dog. And we're gonna repeat that for 30 seconds. Remember to use your core and to keep breathing throughout the whole exercise. Good, now bring your knees down and just come up to sitting. So we're gonna lay down on our back. We're gonna have our legs straight out in front of us. We're gonna make sure we keep the natural curve in our low back, so we don't want our pelvis to move. And if we soften our chest and let our ribs sink down so they're nice and flat pressed against the mat, we're gonna activate our core by drawing our belly to our spine and lift one leg up as high as you can with a nice straight knee and then bring it back down. As we do this motion, remember to keep the little natural curve in your low back. Try not to tuck under. So we're gonna be alternating sides for 1 minute. Remember to keep your core tight and to keep breathing throughout the entire exercise. Try your best to keep that knee straight the whole time. Good, rest there, and you can come on up to sitting. So for this one, you'll need a pole. We're gonna come into a low lunge position. We're going to lean forward. We're gonna activate our glutes, kind of scoop our pelvis under. We're gonna use the pole to apply pressure down and activating our stretch even further, and then we'll relax. Push down, glute activates, tuck under, feel that front thigh stretch, and relax for 30 seconds. Good, now rest there. We're gonna switch to the other side. So low lunge, lean forward, activate the glute, scoop the pelvis under. We'll push down for 5 seconds and relax. Repeating that for 30 seconds. Good, now rest there and come back to sitting.